Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Cancerianhouse of Tarot. I am Amy. I'm going to be your reader today. This reading is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It is for the week of June 10th through June 17th, 2025. But please do remember that my readings are always intended to be timeless. So whenever you find yourself here, know that is when you were meant to receive these messages. It is a spiritual reading that is marked for your spiritual journey, your spiritual path, your spiritual growth, as well as your personal growth. That being stated, I've already pulled all of your cards, done the meditating, received a lot of the messages, so let's go ahead and jump in and see where this reading takes us. All right, my beautiful Cancers, the first card coming through is Orphaned, and it comes from the wisdom of the Oracle, and with it is letting you know that there's a collective here that is feeling a sense of being lost, or a pressure to fit into a certain group or place, while others may be feeling confusion around why suddenly things, people, and for some maybe even relationships in your life doesn't seem to align the way they had previously. There is also the feeling of overwhelm and exhaustion present within this collective, as some of you have been and are spreading yourself very thin, trying to be what I hear is everything to everyone, but none of which is authentic to who you really are at your very core. And for an even smaller collective present, there is an energy of abandonment and intimacy issues, as well as isolation. And as I was meditating, I kept on hearing protective isolation. So it's important to recognize and acknowledge that being a part of, rather than separate from a community or a group, is essential to your well-being, Cancer. However, it is equally as important to acknowledge that not every group, situation, relationship, or community is meant for you. You need to find where you fit by being true and honoring your core truths and values. If you are feeling the deep sense of loss or confusion, address your need for belonging. Identify where this feeling is originating from and what action steps you can take to either resolve it and or key part here, Cancer, heal it. Give yourself permission to let go of the need to fit in, and know that when you find the right group, the right situation, the right relationship, the right community or persons, you will naturally fit in because you are being authentically you. And who wouldn't want to be, Cancer? You guys are the awesome, beautiful souls in the zodiac signs. You're always compassionate, always loving. You care deeply and you follow your heart. So that is a wonderful energy to encompass. Be clear at this time about your morals, your values, your skills, your convictions, your personality, and that beautiful character, as they are what you have to contribute in any given situation, relationship, or with the world. And never compromise those things to fit in, as the price for doing so will so far exceed the reward. If you relate to the energy of abandonment / intimacy issues and isolation, it is time to identify and address any inappropriate relationship structures, unhealthy alliances, old patterns, and what I'm hearing is dead-end relationships that you may have formed at a period of time where you were trying to connect and maybe heal something inside of you, Cancer. Now is the time to make conscious decisions to heal the past wounding and make changes where they need to be made. You know, with this card is the energy also of identity crisis. So some of my Cancers may be out there questioning like who you are at this given minute, and really honoring, right? Really tuning into your inner voice and your inner guidance system, and reconnecting with yourself. You'll be able to answer that question. Some of you may have lost track of your authentic self while you're trying to please other people or fit into situations that just is, I'm hearing like round peg for a square hole. Like you just didn't really ever fit there. You were trying your best, Cancer, but it was never really meant for you to be there. And for some of you, it really could have been a situation or group where you were first initially aligned with, you vibed with, but what has happened now, Cancer, is your vibrations have changed. They have elevated. And this group, this situation, whatever it is for you, because it's going to be completely different for all of you, it's time to now move past this, move on from this energy and into what is now meant for you. I think that is a wonderful, beautiful message coming through for my beautiful Cancers. So the next card came through from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and we have happiness. Happiness comes in when you are shifting from a period of stillness, from trials, challenges, tribulations, and some of you will be coming out of a period of great darkness, and I'm hearing heavy energy where there was little joy and no happiness present. A period where some of you were learning great lessons. For others of you, you may have been integrating those lessons that you've already learned, and for the collective, there was a deep healing going on. The happiness card brings in a time of abundance, of joy, of warmth, of truth. The truer truth than you have seen in a long time, and most importantly, goodwill. There are gateways now opening to you, Cancer, that will bring in so many opportunities for more joy and happiness. You are now in a period of expanding. Embrace life at this time with open arms and let your beautiful light shine. Just be aware of how and the speed of your expansion so that it is done in a balanced way to avoid the possibility of burnout and or feelings of overwhelm. So Cancers, as you're transitioning, like as you're leaving behind people, places, things that don't align, and you're stepping more into your authentic energy and your authentic self, you're also opening and coming out of some very hard times, very heavy energy, and now happiness is kind of rushing up to greet you and usher you into an expanding time in your life. So be sure that it's metered at this time. Like, don't try to do too many things at one time. Like, allow your expansion to occur at a natural rate. Don't speed it along. Enjoy the ride, as they would say. All right, so next, coming from the Akashic Tarot, we have the Queen of Forces coming in here. So the Queen of Forces represents a woman who can help bring greater balance to your life. She brings an unusual combination of peace and power, creativity and receptivity, and both her energy and her support. You, Cancer, or another person in your life is coming into a phase of great power and the ability to sustain it for wonderful results. There is also a gift of grace and serenity accompanying this energy, as well as understanding. Like, you're going to understand things, Cancer, in a whole new level like you have not seen before. It brings in new roles and new opportunities into your life. For some of you, this could be a shift in careers and careers in many of the sciences, global communications, nature, and energy may now be available to you. When this energy appears, it is also possible for the appearance of a new love interest or an associate in business or creative projects who has powerful influence and connections for you. During this time, to be sure to support yourself as you hold the forces of the sun, creativity, and the moon, receptivity, and only you can direct the energy of your life. So there is a challenging aspect to this card that may be affecting some of my Cancers, because I never feel like everybody is on the same page, that everybody is at the same part of their journey as the next person. So I'm going to talk for a moment about the challenging aspect, Cancer. So to this beautiful energy, some of you may be experiencing a woman in your life with very fragmented energy. She could be a part of your family, your friend circle, your work environment, or even your community. You will generally sense some agitation or disharmony coming from her, And know that she just may not have your best interest at heart. I'm hearing a faux friend. So, so someone may wear a friendly face, but they are anything but friendly underneath. This person has the ability to misuse their power, their position, their influence. And you may also be aware of this person from the level of criticism they give to you or of you. If you identify with any of these aspects and behaviors, speak up for yourself and create very strong boundaries and keep this individual at a healthy distance. If you are the person that is experiencing this serious imbalance of energy or loss of feeling of true power at this time, know that it's time to claim your power and sense the true energy of your internal self. Get clear, get objective. Don't let the situation around you take you off your center. So don't let it take you out of your character. Cancer, again, we're going to speak to that beautiful, loving, compassionate sense of self that the Cancerians carry. Don't let them take you out of your character. You have the power to bring balance back to your mind and your life. So take charge of that now. All right, so that is a very, very strong energy coming in. A lot of empowerment within this message, Cancer. So you have the ability right now to make things happen and receive beautiful blessings. If you are, experiencing the kind of the disharmonious moments with another person or within yourself, now is about taking control of the situation, not allowing it to take you out of your character. Get clear, be clear, set boundaries, and stand up for yourself. Take charge. Take your power back. Bring that balance back to your life. All right, so from the Psychic Tarot, we have partnerships and alliances. So Cancer, this energy comes in when you're starting to see all your hard work beginning to pay off, where the seeds or ideas you cultivated are beginning to ripen and bear fruit. You're starting to really see, some of you, some financial gain. You can see your ideas blossoming. Maybe a project is really taking off the ground. There may still be a lot yet for you to do, so pay attention for any signs or synchronicities which could bring you new opportunities or opportunities to form new partnerships or alliances with others. Even unexpected, I'm hearing, alliances to help with the creation of something new, or this could even be for resources for a later project, Cancer. With all partnerships, remember there has to be an even exchange of energy. By giving too much or taking too much, remember that those have their yin and yang to them. So if you give too much, it will leave you feeling depleted. If you take too much, it will result in a disharmonious relationship with the person that you're in a partnership with. A balance is needed for a successful alliance. Have an open mind when listening to others and when considering the unexpected. So Cancer, this is telling me that a lot of you have opportunities going to be granted to you, resources that you're going to be able to access, that you're starting to see some success, some growth in your life, or will be in the near future. Just be sure that for all of you that you're acting in a balanced way, and pay attention to the unexpected, right? Don't just brush off maybe an offer or for a partnership or someone coming in and saying, hey, maybe we should do this sometime. There very well may be some realism to that offer that you may have otherwise thought to be, maybe a joke or not very serious. All right, so the next message you're coming to is going to be from the Spirit Message deck, and we are getting Hello from Heaven. So I want to take a moment before we dive into this one too entirely deep. So Cancers, not all of you out there are going to relate to this card, and that is okay. Not all of you are meant to receive this message. This is going to be for a specific part of the collective. Now this could be some of you where this is the anniversary of the passing of someone you love. For others of you, you've recently lost someone that you love. I am getting a sense for some of you this is a spouse, a partner, a best friend, a dear loved one, someone who meant a great world to you. This would be of the recent passing I'm feeling. And there's a sense that I'm getting within this collective that you're feeling really lost at this moment in time. The grief has been really hard. And so if this is for you, this card comes in from your loved one in the spirit world, wanting to connect with you as much as you're wanting to connect with them. They know that you have been thinking of them, and to prove they are with you at this time, they are sending you signs and symbols. These symbols can be reoccurring numbers, feathers, birds, songs, dream visitations, lights blinking, TV sets turning on and off, shiny pennies or dimes suddenly appearing out of nowhere, cell phones ringing, and your loved one's name being displayed. Plus, there are so many more signs, and some that can be personalized to the special meaning between you and your loved one. You are being guided to trust that this is truly their presence you are feeling, and to let them know that you are listening and are ready to receive more communication. These little moments are truly hellos from heaven. So Cancer, as I was bringing forth those messages, I did get one additional message, and this is going to go to, I may only be speaking to one person here, but there is a significance between, I'm hearing a public park, a frozen pond, and ducks. This could be a sign or synchronicity for someone here, but this is coming through as being significant. And please let me know if that is you. If you come across this message and you hear it, please let me know if that is you, because the energy is letting you know that they very much are with you and they very much are hearing you. All right, my beautiful Cancers, we are now going to turn to the tarot. And this is going to be a little bit different than what you may be typically used to, because today, as we're discussing the tarot cards, or typical tarot, it's going to be, Queen of Swords. We all kind of know, if you've been watching readings long enough to know, that represents air energy, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius. This is somebody who has experience, has knowledge, but not going to take any BS. Those are the typical meanings of these cards. And that's going to be a little bit different, because this is a shift in focus solely on your spiritual path and spirituality. So keep that in mind, keep an open mind as we progress through this. So Cancer, we're going to go first to the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords presence suggests that you want to understand your spirituality from a rational perspective. It may be beneficial for you to seek out an expert, someone who can answer the big spiritual questions at this time. Doing so will help you understand your spiritual path on a more logical level. So with the presence of the Queen of Swords, it's letting you know that you have big questions and that you're trying to understand everything from a rational point of view. And in order to do that, for your best outcome is for you to connect with an expert that can answer those questions, that can give you guidance in this way. And by doing that, you're going to be able to understand what to do next on your spiritual journey. Love that message. All right, so the next one we're going to be focusing on is the star. And the star reflects your connection to the divine or source. It indicates you have full faith and confidence in the universe, and you are ready to receive and create miracles. You may go through a stage, or need to go through a stage for some of you, of purification to strengthen your connection with the divine or the source. So that can look like letting go of anything that stands in your way and purifying your soul. This is a journey of renewal for you. and your spiritual development is essential as you move through the next stage. At this time, you may be drawn to spiritual healing, like Reiki, or called to share your gifts and your light with others. So this could be some of you that may be called to share, maybe some of you might do automatic writing, or mediumship, or clairvoyance, or, you know, there's several different kinds of spiritual gifts, and you may now be being called upon to put those gifts into use. Some of you I'm hearing are highly intuitive. All right, next we come to is the Six of Pentacles. And with the Six of Pentacles, it encourages you to share your spiritual knowledge with others. In doing so, you will further your own understanding and development while also engaging with the insight of others. This card also points to that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you go out of your way to help other people. So not only is this about your spiritual knowledge and really understanding that development, and it's also about charity. So some of you may find a lot of use to partaking in some type of charitable engagement at this time. All right, and then we have the beautiful Page of Swords coming in. They're suggesting investing in time and energy into researching and learning more about different spiritual systems. When you see this card, a Cancer, and it comes in for you, it's because you have a thirst for knowledge and are ready to apply this to a new spiritual source. So the best thing that you can do right now is explore different belief systems that interest you and keep an open mind. You may be surprised to learn what fascinates you. And the last card coming through, Cancer, is the Eight of Wands. Your mind has opened to a new level of understanding and spiritual expansion. You may have a breakthrough moment during which your spiritual path becomes crystal clear, and you can take immediate action to bring change and transformation to your life. So for some of you, this legitimately can happen through meditation or practices, your spiritual practices, where you're going to, or can have, and may have already had, for some of you, had an epiphanic moment, and that brings you a lot of clarity. All right, Cancers, we're going to pull one C melodies, because I just got the feeling that like my Cancers really could use just a little pep in your step to close out your reading. So let's go ahead and do that now. What do we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for the week of June 10th through June 17th? All right, and we have dance, Cancer. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. So this is about to look around for inspiration. The moon may be encouraging you right now, but this is all about dancing. Dance, 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 Cancer. Enjoy life. Enjoy these moments. All right, one more for Cancer, please. One more for Cancer. One more message for my beautiful Cancers. And they're like, maybe not. There it is. All right, and we have Explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go the other way. So, and you know, that goes really beautiful with the Page of Swords. Yeah, the Page of Swords, about exploring different belief systems to find what interests you and keep an open mind. So it's saying go away from what is known. For some of you, this is going the other way, going the opposite direction, going away from what you already know. Don't be lured by the siren song, but beware of false prophets, false information. Stay clear of any of that. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you. I want to thank you, Cancer, so much for tuning in. If you have not yet done so, hit that like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. As always, I would love to have you part of the Cancerian Soul family. I will see you, Cancer, in your next reading. Namaste. Bye for now.